If you have a Bitaxe Gamma and you're experiencing freezing, crashing, or it's just not working the way you want it to, this video will show you how to put the device into bootloader mode and load fresh firmware onto your device. So, first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a USB-C to USB-A cable. In this case, I'm using a Mac, so I have a USB-C to USB-A cable, but I'm using a converter. You want to make sure that this is a data cable, not a charging cable. If it's a charging cable, you won't be able to actually transmit data from your Bitaxe to the computer and vice versa. So we'll plug this into the computer. Then we'll power the Bitaxe. Once your Bitaxe is powered, you're going to want to look at the left side here. We have a reset button and we have a boot button. You want to press both of these at the same time and then let go of the top one. So press both and let go of the top one. This will put the device into bootloader mode, and you'll notice that the screen has frozen. That means that we're correctly in bootloader mode. Now, you want to go to bitaxe.org. This will be the site that you land on, and you're going to look for the source tab. Then you're going to open the web flasher down here in the middle. You're going to connect to your device. In this case, it's showing me JTAG serial debug unit. This is the Bitaxe that I'm plugged into right now. I've already flashed this device. This is a fresh device, but we're going to hit connect, and we're going to select Gamma from this drop-down menu. Then a second field will show up. Then you're going to select the board type. So this one is the 602 board revision, as you can see in the middle here. We're going to select 602 from the drop-down, and let's put 2.8.0 on this board. If you want to keep your configuration with this checkbox here, you can, but if you're experiencing a problem, I usually recommend to not keep the configuration just to get a fresh flash of the firmware on your device and start from scratch. Now we can start flashing, and I will jump to when it completes. Once you get to 100%, you're going to see flashing completed, restarting device. Once this message clears, you can then unplug your device and plug it back in, and it will enter what's called the Bitaxe test mode. Alright, so we have flashing completed successfully, device has been restarted. So now we can unpower our Bitaxe, let that fan stop spinning, then can plug it back in, and we'll see Bitaxe self-test. This test is to check the integrity of all the components of the Bitaxe. This is the standard for how we can test if a Bitaxe is working before we send it to you or not. Alright, so this Bitaxe, test pass. Press the reset button to start your Bitaxe. Now you can press the reset button, and this will put it into its normal mode, and you'll see right here the Wi-Fi setup. Connect to that Wi-Fi, and you can start your setup and get back to hashing.